Hello YouTube viewers and random Doctor Who fans. Today we'll be taking a look at this, which is the RB Replicas 8th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. And here it is, as it came with no packaging whatsoever. So let's move on and take a look at the Sonic itself. Okay, so here we have the 8th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. And doesn't it just look marvellous? It's been all machined from aluminium and brass, meaning it has a very strong build quality, and the polished metal just really tips it over the edge, giving it an excellent superficial look. The halo at the top is just as equally polished and again is very strong. You can see the elongated bullet emitter housed in the centre of the halo with its anodised paint job, giving it a sort of dark maroon colour. The struts that also hold the bullet in place aren't threaded and do seem to be a little bit uneven, so the Sonic isn't totally symmetrical. Moving down to the body, it's basically the same shape as all of the classic Sonics from Pertwee onward. The conical head has been recreated flawlessly, as has the collar, with the various rings and indentations perfectly machined into it, with no real flaws or issues to speak of. Finally, we come to the handle, which has been milled in two separate parts. This golden ring is actually a completely separate piece machined from brass. It's not painted on or made of plastic or anything else. It's not going to wear off. It's part of the build, and I really like that. The end has a singular indentation running around its circumference, while the bottom is just completely flat, but the edge has been filed down to give it a very smooth appearance. So, overall for detail, while I haven't had a chance to take a close-up look at the actual prop, I'd say this is pretty dead on and certainly looks the part. Turning to features, the Sonic offers an extending action. To extend it, slightly twist the head section with your thumb. Both the halo and head will spring upwards very quickly, thanks to this excellent powerful spring housed inside the body. When extended, it is held in place securely and doesn't rattle or wobble, nor does it slide back down again. To close it, pull the top back down until it clicks into place, then twist it sideways slightly. Thanks to the locking mechanism, it is held firmly in place and will not spring up again unexpectedly, even when held upside down or moved around quickly, which is all the more impressive considering the sheer power of the spring. The screwdriver also comes with an alternate halo. To attach it, first remove the halo which is currently being used by slowly unscrewing it. Then line up the alternate version and screw that into place. There's not much difference between the two halos. They look exactly the same right down to the unsymmetrical struts, but the bullet has been given a different coat of paint this time around. It's now powder coated as opposed to the anodised bullet in the other halo, and I do have to say that I much prefer the powder coated version. It's brighter and looks far more screen accurate. Comparing this Sonic to the character options toy to give a sense of scale, you can really see the aesthetic difference. When extended, the RB Sonic is slightly taller, it's far narrower, and thanks to the polished aluminium from which it has been constructed, it really leaves the CO toy looking, well, exactly like a toy. Plus it also offers the extending action. Comparing the 8th Doctor Sonic with the other RB in my collection, the War Doctor Screwdriver, it's interesting to note that even though they look similar, the colours on both are different to each other, so I like that pieces from some of RB's older Sonics haven't just been rescanned and reused for their future releases. It's unique each time. And finally, doing a size comparison with my other metal screwdriver replicas, you can get a rough idea of how big this 8th Doctor Screwdriver really is. So overall, what do I think of this Sonic Screwdriver? Well, I love its design. The combination of polished aluminium and brass gives it a brilliant aesthetic look. It's certainly one of the most visually appealing screwdrivers in my collection. The fact that it comes with alternate halos is a nice touch, but I do favour the powder-coated bullet over the anodised version, as it just looks so much more accurate. The fact that this is one of the only 8th Doctor Screwdriver replicas that extends makes me so happy to own it, and on top of that, the extending action and locking mechanisms work so well. It's a shame that it offers no sound effects. That would have made it one of my favourite replicas of all time. But as it stands, it's a fantastic piece, and as a major fan of the 8th Doctor, this is as close as I'm going to get to an ideal reproduction. So that brings us to the end of this review. I really hope you liked it. If you did and you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe for more videos. Keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews by liking my Facebook page and following me on Twitter, and please support me on Patreon via the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.